Hello, so we are here today to show you exactly how do you file a federal court case. So you are now a competent immigration attorney and you want to extend your practice to federal litigation, and you have your first case where you want to sue the government. You got admitted into federal district court and you have relived those law school days in civil procedure, so you know the rules and you have drafted your complaint. So now what? So today I have my complaint drafted and displayed on my computer but not yet converted to PDF. And remembering Rule 11, I have my civil cover sheet completed, signed by me, and converted to PDF. And I have payment ready. So here we go. So we go to the Minnesota District Court website, which is mnd.uscourts.gov, and we go to case information and electronic case filing. And this will bring you to the portal for ECF, and you click on the hyperlink right there at the top. Now here where what you're doing is we're filing a civil case, so you go to civil, and it will bring you to the types of documents you can file, and we are going to open a civil case. So we click that link, and this will tell you the information about the civil cover sheet and the other things that you need to know about filing a case. So we click next. Here, you just click the next. This is creation information for the website. And here's where the information that comes back to your civil procedure days to figure out what it is that you're doing. Jurisdiction, probably almost every single one of our cases is going to be U.S. government defendant as the basis of jurisdiction. Just remember those civil procedure days. Cause of action, almost every single one of our cases are going to be in the 8s because the INA is under 8 USC. This particular case is a generic immigration case as opposed to naturalization hearings or habeas or things like that. So I'm going to click on the generic Immigration and Nationality Act. Nature of suit, same thing, is a drop-down menu. You're going to be doing cases that are in the 400s. And for us, we're doing just another immigration action as opposed to naturalization, habeas, or whatnot. So we click that. And then original proceedings, we don't need to worry about the rest of that. No jury demand. You have to fill in the county of your complainant. And so in our case, that's Hennepin. And then we click next. Here's where it's going to ask you who are the parties to the case. So because federal district court information is generally public, I can put in my client's name and have you see that because you'd be able to search for it anyway. So I'll go ahead and type her in. And then we click search. Now, since my client has never sued the government before, it's not going to show up anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to create new party. And here it'll default to defendant. So you're always going to need to switch that over to petitioner or plaintiff. And then you click add party. Now she's my only plaintiff, so now I go on to defendants. First is the Secretary of Homeland Security. And because I know that he's in there, I don't have to fill everything out, so I'll just hit search, and there he pops up, Alejandro. There's a couple of different variations here. It doesn't really matter too much, so I'm clicking the one that I think is the correct one, and then I hit select party. He is defendant, so we add party. Next is our next defendant is Tracy Renaud. Same thing, I know that she's in here, so I just put in her last name and hit search. And scroll down to Tracy and hit select party, and she is a defendant, so we add party. Next is Connie Nolan, and I know that she's in here as well because I've sued her before. There she is. Select party, and she's defendant, so add party. And then the last one is Kurt Thompson, who is new to me. So we'll see if he shows up. So we click search, and no, it looks like he's the first time he's being sued in Minnesota. So we will create a new party, and he is a defendant, so then you click add party. So now we have the parties listed here. We've got my client as the plaintiff, and then the other 4 as defendants. So you then say create case. This will, and then it'll give you a pop-up that says case will be created. Do you want to proceed? Yes. Here's where it'll give you the case number. So that's where I now switch over to my Word document and add the case number to my complaint. And so I've got it all set. I just needed that number. And so then I take that and I PDF my Word document and save that on the server. I'll just name it complaint so that I can find it easily in about a minute and a half. Now we switch back here and there's the red hyperlink. Click here now to docket the complaint. And it'll tell you the case number, and so you hit next. And it will say you are not the attorney of record on this case. That's because it's a brand new case. So you click next. And here is the type of events, and so what you're doing is you choose complaint and hit next. If you're doing a 1447B, there are other possibilities. If you scroll down, there's like review of naturalization application. This is a generic mandamus, so we're clicking complaint. And the filer is my client, the one plaintiff, so I highlight that and click next. And now here's where it says you're not the attorney of record. So we're going to click the lead radio box and hit next. And now here, who are you suing? They give you the nice radio buttons for all defendants, and that'll highlight all 4 defendants, and then you hit next. And do you want this sealed? Read local rule 5.6, we do not, and we hit next. And now here is where we get to actually upload our complaint. So it allows you to choose your file for your complaint. So that'll bring you to your document system. We'll go to my client here, there's the complaint. And it'll load that up. And now attachments, again, if you remember Rule 11, you've got to do your civil cover sheet. So I've got that here as well. And then it'll give you a drop-down menu which shows civil cover sheet as one of your options. Now, if you are going to add exhibits, you can add them subsequently down here. Probably 9 times out of 10, I don't add exhibits. It's just the complaint and the civil cover sheet. So then I click next. Do you request the clerk's office to issue a summons? Yes, we do. Again, remember your rules. Rule 4, you've got to serve your complaint on the defendants after you filed. And now here is a question about fees. Now in this particular case, I do have an informa pauperis, so I'm going to click yes on payment. Otherwise, if you click no, it will switch you over to your generic Pacer account and you will pay the $402 fee there. But here I'm going to click yes. And you have indicated that you are filing without prepayment of fees. And so we click yes, that is correct. So next. And here is where you then are ready to file. So if you want to amend the complaint title, then you can. Generally, I don't. So it's just the complaint against all defendants filed by my client, and I request the summons. And so we click next. And here's where your last chance is to back out. So this will tell you it's got the complaint ready, and it's got the fake paths to upload for the filing, and so you are ready. It says, attention, pressing the next button commits to your transaction. And we're ready, so we click next. And there it is. We have now filed a federal case against the government in less than 10 minutes. This will then send you an email where you'll be able to download the actual complaint as filed, and then you will take care of your summons as Rule 4 indicates. Thank you very much for watching.